This is my new Droid module, the Master and the P2B8. I've been playing with for, I guess, about 2 weeks now, and I just came up with something I thought was kind of fun, so I thought I'd explain what's going on. I've used this in a video I just posted called Volcano People. And the idea is really just to satisfy a curiosity I had. What would happen if you had two sequencers and you could probabilistically switch between them on every step. So I wanted to show you step by step exactly what's happening here. I've got the droid controlling two different voices, and I'll bring them in one at a time here. They're each on a separate track within an 8-step sequencer. And on each step, we can do a coin toss, basically, to see which one we want to hear, whether sequence 1 or sequence 2. So I have already programmed in here a little scale that I'm going to get going here. This is Basimilis Ateritas Alter. Playing a nice little bass line, just running up a scale. And this bottom pot right here, this is a probabilistic control voltage. If we set it all the way to the left, we're hearing the first sequence. And if I turn it all the way to the right, we hear the second sequence, which is another scale, just going from B flat minor to D flat major. If we set it just a little bit of the ways up, we'll hear the original scale with a few random substitutions. There's a visual indicator here too, as well, that will tell you which sequence you're on. And that actually gets put to these gate outputs here as well, which can be quite handy. I'll show you in a little bit. So that is the first sequence, played by the first voice. And I'll bring in second voice here I'm going to plug in. Okay, so that is Pizza, playing a little D flat major scale. If we bring in both voices, they just run up the scale. What happens when we start changing the probability? They'll occasionally swap with each other. So in Volcano People, I took a long, slow ramp signal coming from Pam's new workout to change the probability. At the beginning of each 32-bar phrase, you'll see this control goes down and they flip back to the scales. Now I'll show you another little trick that I built into this. the gate outputs for which sequence we're on can be handy if you want to change the timbre of a voice, for example, every time it flips over to the other sequence. So here I've got one version of this gate, and this is just the inversion. I'm going to stick it over here. So I have it set up so every time this bass melody flips over, I've got a longer note value. So it's changing between staccato and legato voicing here. And then I've just got a little timbre change in this other voice. And that's it. That was my little idea. I don't think I invented anything earth-shattering necessarily, but it satisfied my curiosity, and I made a fun piece of music out of it. So I hope you enjoyed. Leave me any questions or comments down below, and I'll see you guys again soon.